Hello and welcome to Seville for the Europa League final on Wednesday. I'm Andrew McLean from Tribal Football. Started off here at perhaps the most famous landmarks in the whole of the city, La Giralda. You'll see a very beautiful tower. Horse-drawn carriages, also a staple of the city. It's getting nice and balmy now here in Seville. Last night it was very hot coming from England, and it's much expected the same today with 34 degrees expected for the next 2 days, even for the game. So it's going to be very hot for those European players coming to Seville, the hottest city in continental Europe. Now this is a Giralda. It's actually built by the Moors back hundreds of years ago, so it's actually part mosque on the side. It's actually a Islamic building, and then on this side is the cathedral. This is very common in Andalusia and places like Cordoba and Malaga, where rather than knock down this beautiful piece of architecture, the Catholic kings just added on top a cathedral. And down there is the Giralda walk. Obviously you can see there's a lot of people around. They're not here yet, but there's a lot of Rangers supporters and a lot of Frankfurt supporters that were enjoying themselves last night up in the northern part of the city called Alameda de Hercules. So they were in their numbers, dancing on tables and singing and chanting, and yeah, the atmosphere is palpable. It's getting more and more so, and it will more and more so over the next 48 hours. So we're just coming past the cathedral now, and horses must be absolutely roasting. Up ahead, as you can see, that building there is the famous Alcazar, which is home to, I believe, one of the several Moorish kings back in the day. We won't be going in there, but inside it's extremely beautiful. So yeah, for the game on Wednesday, Frankfurt still considered favourites, and there's no surprise, despite their position in the Bundesliga table, around the mid-table. They've knocked off the one and only Barcelona in the quarterfinals and West Ham in the semis, so they're in form in Europe, and likewise for Rangers, who have knocked out both Dortmund and Leipzig on their way to the final. And Frankfurt are below both of those teams in the table, in the Bundesliga table. And it's somewhat of a different feel, this final, because it's two, I guess, traditional clubs in their country that haven't played in a major European final for 30 to 40 years, both of them. So it brings a different feel to the spectacle. You can tell it means a lot to the supporters because they don't get this opportunity very often. I've spoke with a few Rangers fans on the plane over from London, and one gentleman had paid £2,000 for him and his two sons to fly over for the game, which is an extraordinary amount of money. But that's the sort of commitment that fans like Rangers and Frankfurt have and will show over the next 2 days. He even said that 18 people from Perth in Australia were flying over for the game. So, we've spotted Rangers ball ahead. So it's going to be a big event. They're expecting 50,000 Rangers supporters to arrive who won't have a ticket to the game because UEFA have allocated only 9,000 tickets to each set of supporters, despite the stadium holding, I think, around 40,000 people at the Estadio Roman Sanchez Pizjuan. Now here we're getting to the main plaza, I guess, strip in Seville. The tram line runs there and all the way, and you'll see Beautiful cathedral. And not get hit by a tram. Now, for the game on Wednesday, there is a training session prior to the game tonight, which I'll be attending and taking you there live at the stadium, as well as the press conferences with Giovanni van Bronckhorst. The Frankfurt press conference is later on in the night. And yeah, so there's plenty to look forward to. I'm heading now to the fan zone that they've set up at another amazing landmark in the city, the Plaza de España, near the Parque de Maria Luisa. And they've set up a stage, and there's going to be bands, and yeah, they're really going all out for the spectacle. So yeah, stay tuned. There'll be more videos coming, and we'll keep you here and show you what it's like to be at the Europa League final and all the build-up towards what will be a really, really, really interesting and an amazing match. So thanks for sticking around.